Hello, it's Luca here. Welcome to my channel. Luca Lomi, also known as Luca the Lightworker. It is Tuesday, March 17th. It is 8:23. Yes, I hope all is well. Let's dive right in and see what messages we have. Spirit, what do we need to know for the collective? Alrighty, somebody is really stressed out about some kind of jackpot. Somebody's really losing their shit because somebody's winning, and if somebody's winning, that means they're going to be in poverty. So let's find out, how did they get here, Spirit? How did they get in this situation? They were doing energy work. This may be a Pisces. You may be a Pisces. Pisces season may be significant. So this is going on right now. Your spirit guides may have blocked whatever energy work a Pisces may have been sending to you, the Pisces, or the Pisces that was sending this to you. Your spirit team is blocking them from sending energy work towards you. You may be a star seed. Your destiny is protected. Your spirit guides are working really hard to make sure that your destiny is safe, and that possibly this Pisces individual is receiving karma. You are safe. These are your bodyguards. They're deboing the shit out of whoever these individuals are, or this individual is, that's been trying to do work on you. This person is toxic, harmful. They may have even been putting something in your drinks. Something to affect your creativity. Getting solar plexus, like lower chakras, sacral chakra, solar plexus, root chakra, something to throw off your lower chakras, something they were putting in your cup to maybe like disconnect you or throw your chakras into poor alignment or out of alignment. Yeah, and it's a wrap for doing this. Whatever they've been putting in your cup, whatever they've been doing to try to make you ill, make you feel disconnected, that's over and done with. There's somebody in some kind of work environment, somebody that's reliable, someone trustworthy, someone doing, like, I'm hearing grunt work. It's like desk jockey. There's somebody that's doing something with like paperwork, having to do with something, some kind of job, some kind of business. You have the power over the situation because somebody may be handling some kind of paperwork. Yeah, this is going to cause you to be able to level up. Whatever this work is that this person, this helpful individual is doing, they're submitting something that's allowing you to receive some kind of level up. Somebody was copying you. This may be a Cancer, or you may be a Cancer. Cancer season may be significant. A Source. Someone did something too much, maybe copycatted you too much, and people may be finding out where the source of whatever this was that they were stealing from you, but I'm getting something having to do with work. So maybe this person was stealing hours from you. Maybe this person was stealing, maybe you were working on a project in your work environment, something along those lines. But someone was stealing something and they did it too much, and it became really obvious that they were copycatting someone else, especially if someone maybe in the company came across your work and they started comparing, apples to apples, and started coming to the realization that this work actually comes from another source. It's coming from someone else. All right, and Aquarius may be significant, or Aquarius season may be significant, you or them. This may be the individual that was creating an illusion about who was who, what was what in a work situation. This may be a feminine individual, or you may be a feminine individual. You may be attractive. You may have a magnetic personality. People may be drawn to you. Yeah, you have Empress Goddess energy. You embody this energy, this divine feminine energy. You are the source. One or more individuals involved, possibly a Pisces, an Aquarius, or a Cancer, may have been doing binding work on your finances, your love life, your chakras. This may have been a lover that was doing this, or they paid a lover possibly to do this to you because you're a role model. Something that you create, something that you invest in. Maybe you're a good role model for children or young individuals, for your children or other people's children. So they tried to bind you so that you would not be seen as a role model, while this person, destiny swap, while this person may have been wearing this feminine energy and like perpetrating that they were this role model. Maybe this was the lover that was stepping into this energy, pretending to be a role model, wearing this feminine energy that you embody. Some kind of secret collaboration that may have brought, or maybe be bringing someone happiness. So somebody may have been working with a Gemini, some kind of collaboration. Maybe this is something that's coming in. Oh, or not. They were collaborating with a Gemini to create, to commit some kind of fraud. I'm assuming this must be identity fraud or insurance fraud, check fraud. All right, so you may have escaped being a victim of this identity fraud, tax fraud, mortgage fraud, etc. You escaped from this. Maybe they fell into the hole that they dug for you. Yeah, these people were toxic. They had a lot of karmic ties. A door has been opened for you to have peace, harmony, and success. Sagittarius may be involved. This may be the person who gave someone access. You or someone else may be a Sagittarius that gave someone access to something or someone. An Aries may be of significance. Maybe these two are working together. These two are fake. An Aries was fake and a Sagittarius was fake, or both of them were being fake about some kind of access. Some kind of access that was granted to them in order for them to receive a gift. Yeah, a narcissist who was stealing your intellectual property. So an Aries and a Sagittarius may have falsified something that gave them access to your intellectual property. One or more of these individuals is a narcissist that was using some kind of some false information, your identity or something else, to be able to steal your intellectual property. They may have been embezzling money. Larceny may be significant. This may be wire fraud that was committed. Maybe they were using your information to log in to bank accounts or something along those lines, to access something online, to retrieve finances. They may have been granted access because they had access to something technologically. Intellectual property. Maybe they were getting paid from your intellectual property. They should have used caution. I'm hearing cybercrime unit. A parent may be involved, your parents or someone else's parents. Maybe even deceased loved ones may have been cautioning individuals about committing this crime. They may have been giving these individuals intuitive nudges not to do something. Or you may have a passed over loved one, parent, grandparent, great-grandparent, etc., parental figure that may have been giving you intuitive nudges about what was happening, what was taking place, what individuals may have been doing behind your back, or maybe even in your face. These individuals did not heed the warning. They may be experiencing some form of illness at this time. Due to your spiritual gifts. What I'm getting from that is a lot of individual, not a lot of, but certain people within the collective, sometimes your spiritual gifts also are your spiritual protection. And sometimes your spiritual protection is like, the best way that I can describe it is 15:15 on the clock. For those of you that are familiar with Egypt, the pyramids, I'm getting, so a lot of the pyramids, if you were to enter into like the lowest chamber, like wherever they're actually keeping, the pharaoh's mummy, and a lot of times it's actually booby trapped. So what I'm getting is individuals doing a whole bunch of stuff energetically, but it's not necessarily like magic per se. Like they are doing things that affect your spiritual body, which then triggers your spiritual defenses, so to speak. And I'm looking at it like I'm seeing like the pharaoh, and I'm seeing, so you Egypt may be of significance to you. You may have Egyptian ancestry, or you may be protected by Egyptian deities that may be part of your bloodline. But I'm just seeing like they have activated like these spiritual like booby traps that like are automatically set off when people do certain things in your energy. And say, for instance, what you do with your spiritual gifts. I mean, your spiritual gifts are going to be protected, but if what they were doing was affecting your ancestors / the divine's plan for your spiritual, 17:17 on the clock, if what they were doing was interfering with your spiritual gifts, if what they were doing was interfering with your purpose, it's essentially like going against the Most High. And it's, they're going to get all the smoke. And so they've set off basically spiritual booby traps. They're fighting all kinds of things that they can't see. And this is why you have to be really careful about who you steal from. And you shouldn't be stealing at all, but this is probably just a lesson for individuals about stealing from people just because you think that you can, because you don't know who or what protects individuals. So you're diving in there and you're stealing things from people and you're living your best life, but you're setting off spiritual booby traps. You know, people have haters on the other side and you don't even know who or what. Heck, some of us don't even know what it is that protects us. But I mean, you're going to find out before we do, you know, what it is that's protecting us on the other side. And a lot of times what it is on the other side is not pretty. So I would highly, highly, highly advise against doing anything like that to anyone in the collective. But these individuals, they're going through it right now. They're getting dragged by your spirit team. They played mind games with you. Your spirit team is playing mind games with them. So these people may be, I'm getting formication. And formication is basically like feeling things like under your skin, feeling things like crawling on you. I'm getting the images from the mummy when Imhotep is coming out of he's like covered in scarabs, and they're all like crawling up out of, what is it, sarcophagus? Is it sarcophagus? Yeah, they're all crawling out and they're like everywhere. And they're like panicking. So these people may be seeing things, they may be hearing things, they may be feeling things. They might be losing their minds because they were playing, they may have been playing with your crown chakra. They may have tried to isolate you, or these individuals may be feeling lonely at this time. They were projecting loneliness towards you. These people may be trying to self-medicate at this time. Maybe they wanted you to self-medicate. They wanted you to suffer from addiction. They tried to isolate you, play mind games with you so that you would end up suffering from addiction. They did not want you to show up as your authentic self, as sweet, compassionate, or innocent. Or they had no compassion for you because they're charlatans. These are trickster spirits. Someone is no longer being seen as that guy. That may be the person that enacted this plan against you. Yeah, so people are talking, they're gossiping about that because this person may have been doing like beauty spells on you to affect your appearance. And I'm getting that this is backfiring on this individual. They may not be looking so hot right now. This person's hiding out. Their skin might be looking crazy. You know, they might be hearing things. People talking about how this person has fallen from grace. You may have alien DNA. You have spirit guides and ancestry that's part of the cosmos. And so some of what's attacking this individual is like otherworldly beings. This is one or more individuals that this is happening to, but there's like a primary individual that they're attacking. Maybe these individuals did not know who you were, what you're attached to. Like I said, you may be a starseed, so you have celestial ancestors. Ancestor. You may have Chester yeah. This person may be a PDF file. And then I just heard, what is it? What is it? I don't know why I can't remember the name of it. Anyway, crawling in my skin. These wounds, they will not heal. You know who it is. I'll put it down. I'll put it down below. But yeah, the singer Chester. So it came to mind. But crawling in my skin, these wounds, they won't. These people may be picking their skin raw, is what I'm getting from like what they're feeling inside there. This is like a backfire of spell work. They're itching and scratching their skin off. Well, this took a turn. Dark. Yeah, because they had intent to cause you harm. So now your ancestors are harming them. If you look at this card, you see like this person in the window. These people may have been like stalking you where you live. But no worries. Your ancestors are hunting these people down. Be optimistic. You may be a Libra, someone else may be a Libra, but something's being balanced out for you. Scales of justice. I'm getting Ma'at in the energy, stepping in to balance out a situation. You may be the witchy sister, or this may be a witchy sister. This may be a Libra who is a witchy sister. This may be the person that was impersonating you, a Libra witchy sister, or a Libra's witchy sister, or the witchy sister of someone else was a Libra. A Capricorn may be significant, or something happened during Capricorn season. That may have been the leader of a group. Someone who wanted to dominate you. Or you're the Capricorn, you are the leader. You have a connection to all that is and all that will ever be. This is a fight between the dark and the light. So one's battling for him downstairs and the other individual is battling for the divine. So this is getting really intense. It's giving like spiritual warfare. Tell me more. Anything else we need to know? Good versus evil, battling over financial blockages. So there's that. All right. Final messages. Any advice? You are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. There's been forces working against you, possibly for you to be on the right path. Maybe it was something hanging in the balance. Each side wanted to see which direction you were going to go, if you were going to choose the light or if you were going to choose the dark. You should accept valid criticism came out in the reverse. So you know what you're supposed to be doing. You know what side you choose. Family may be involved. We did see the parents earlier and possibly a sibling. All right, opportunities are waiting for you, and that came out in the reverse. So that may be pertaining to the family matters. So you may be disconnecting from maybe you work with your family in some way. Maybe you're disconnecting or you're disconnecting from some kind of like familial situation tied to some kind of opportunity, or because there was an issue with family, there's no longer an opportunity for them or you, something along those lines. Ooh. Deep love, affection, and caring came out in the reverse. All right, so because of a family matter, opportunities are blocked because there's no longer any love, affection, or caring. So if these are the individuals who put you in danger, obviously you may have some reservations about coming together with them for any kind of, mutually beneficial project or something like that. So yeah, if you're beefing with your sibling, something like that, you may not have affection for them the same way anymore, especially if that is the individual, who has been copycatting you or something like that, someone who's been impersonating you or, committing some kind of identity theft / fraud, whatever, they may have been doing. Anyway, that is your message, and I hope all is well. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and thank you for spending time with me. Bye-bye.